Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. How are we all? I hope we are all well. Um, I'm not going to beat around the bush today because we have huge internet gremlins. Problems with we have problems with our internet, and we've got someone coming out to fix it later. So um, I know I've turned this morning live into a little bit longer than was intended. I think if you go back to my first one, the first couple I did on the 2nd of Jan, I think I was just like, hey, how are you? Here's your cards. Goodbye. Um, Now it's pretty much like, hey, pull up a chair. Get yourself comfortable. How you doing? Are we all well? And I have a good old chin wag. I'll go off 10 to a dozen. But in case internet throws me off, um, I will make it short and sweet as possible. Morning, Janet. How are you, sweetheart? And good morning, Tara. How are you? It was lovely, Tara, to briefly see you yesterday. So yeah, we had our mindful meditation yesterday afternoon. Um, I had it all planned out. The internet threw me out, and our issue is at the moment, if the internet goes down, we are down for about half an hour. There is nothing we can do. So it threw me out. Thankfully, it made somebody a host who was in the meditation. And without me, the show went on, which for me, I am just so happy about. I love that things like that can take place because I had some gorgeous energies in that room and it was like, no, but it went on. So, good morning, Ivy. I'm still not used to the reverse camera. Good morning, Moody. I hope you're well, sweetheart. Morning, Caroline. I hope you're well. Um, it was great to see you too. We had a lovely meditation. I'm glad. I am glad. And I've personally thanked Jan Winters on my personal page and on Oasis for stepping up. In the 11th hour, she stepped up and saved it. So brilliant. Well done, all. So yeah. Um, but a bit of good news though yesterday that the internet could not affect was our crystal delivery. Um, that was nice. And you may have saw that yesterday we did post a picture of this beautiful blue topaz, and this is a raw crystal. Um, I don't think my husband really got how excited I was when I was shown this raw topaz crystal. It's like, this is in its raw form, and topaz is the hardest of the silicates. So I was so excited to see this, and I kind of like it a little too much. Well, no, I don't like it a little too much. I like it a lot. Okay, I slept with this crystal last night. I slept with it. It was coming to bed with me, and I mean, I'm at the moment I'm sleeping with my smoky Lemurian and my Lemurian, and they were fine. They were involved as well. It wasn't like I left them out and I slept with this behind their back. They were in the bed as well. There was a lot of crystal action last night. Um, but this is just beautiful to see this in its raw state, in its crystal shape. That's how a topaz is formed. That's how it is shaped. And it is just gorgeous. I love it. So, yes, it will sell. It will find a new home. I'm not going to try and fool myself into thinking that I've got a friend for life there. It will find its home. But at the meantime, it is great. Good morning, Joe. I hope you're well. Morning, Anya. Good morning, Dawn. Um, Yes, Julie, it is, and Joe, it's gorgeous. And that's why it's the price it is. I mean, to find a topaz crystal that size, it's gonna be a hefty price, and for it to be in that formation. I mean, yes, I mean, obviously it's a harder mineral than quartz, but I mean, it still had something harder as it was trying to grow. It has got, it's not perfect, but hey, who is perfect? I mean, I've had a few chips taken out of me and I still work. It's just beautiful. And also what I wanted to show you very briefly was those of you who've been following me on Crystal Cornucopia will know that I have been working a lot with stag energy, with deer energy. And yesterday we had the card of Auk, and I was going to give you a guided meditation to meet the stag, the deer. Look. Now, I know, Julie, I know you're not into your calves, but look at this beautiful flower agate deer. I'm just going to cover the price up. Just look how beautiful that is. It's not on its own. We've got a stag party happening here. Absolutely. Oh, so this is a show and tell. I don't mind showing and telling, but I find it offensive when prices are involved. And then this is the third one. So it's flower agate carved into beautiful stags. So gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, your cards for today being before Ralph wrecks the internet. We've got Owl coming in tonight. Tonight? I have woken up. We've got Owl coming in this morning. What messages would Owl bring to you? Do many of you work with Owl? Yeah, I mean, this one, I want to take a punt as to saying this looks very similar to a barn owl. Okay, so we need to look. When I look at spirit guides, I need to look at where they are, what they do. Now, tawny owls are your wooded owls. They stay in the woodlands. They have about 3 trees in their territory that they'll go to in that woodland to look for hunt. They don't really hunt, tawny owls. They kind of sit in their tree and wait for the prey to come to them. But barn owls, they're your field owls. They are out in the open. So this isn't something that's telling you to be secluded like a tawny. This is a barn owl. Be out in the open. Scan. They scan the open fields looking for that field vole. Okay, so does that resonate with you? I mean, obviously, I don't want you to go scanning fields, but do you need to scan a field in your subject? Is there something in your life where, oh, I need a little bit more attention on that? Okay, they're master flyers. They're the silent flyers. They are so silent when they fly. But maybe we need to focus on something. Are we not balanced? Is there something that we're putting more attention in and not in this pot, in which case we're not balancing out? So let's go over and put our focus where it's needed. They've got amazing hearing, which they use generally. They're not, even though they've got their big eyes, it's generally their ears that they use. Barn owls need to hunt when there is very little wind. The windier it is, the less likely they can hear their prey in the grass. So even though they have got the lovely eyes, they've got the ears. So again, do we need to cut out the noise? Do we need to listen to what is actually being said? Again, and this could be in your work life, friendship, family, social circles. Where do we need to listen, and what are we listening to? Is there some things that just need to go in, out? Is there some things that we need to take in? Owl, what does that mean to you? And then we've got horse. Horse has come along. Beautiful, gentle, but strength, passion. I always relate passion to horse. Garnet would be one of the crystals that I would link in with the horse energy, the grounding, but that fire energy, that free spirit. So at the moment, we are restricted. We do feel like we are tethered. We've got our reins on, but there is that spirit in us that wants us to run wild. And so for those of us who can, go, I've got the countryside on our doorstep and we can be free, do that. Release that free spirit, connect to that free spirit. Okay, it must be playing hell up. I know for me at the moment, I hate being confined. In fact, it's quite good because we've got the BT man coming in to sort out our dodgy router. So I said to Bear, I was like, well, you're BT tech, so I'll help pull the stuff out, because obviously we've got to do our little bit to maintain safety. I was like, but then that gives me a good excuse to go out then while he's here, because then it's not like we're crowding him and we're giving him his space. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to connect to my free spirit. I'm going to connect to my horse energy. But it's that power. I love the power of the horse, the beauty of the horse. They're quite family orientated. They're in their herds. So it might be something that we need to look at in our families. So what does horse mean to you? What does owl mean to you? Think on those, and just, it might not even be today. It could be tomorrow, but just think of that. I think, I might need owl energy there. So yes, I've now got confirmation. So, I mean, the technical gremlins at the moment, if you are out there and you are feeding these gremlins, please can you stop? Because mine started from last week when the internet gremlins got in, and show 2 of Crystal Cornucopia on UK Serenity didn't play. In fact, it thought I liked Fox that much that I'm going to play episode 1. So that's where the technical gremlins started from, and then it's just roller coasted. I mean, I'm not a great believer in the planets. I mean, this Mercury retrograde, I'm just like, when is it never in retrograde? It's always, I'm always seeing posts, Mercury's in retrograde, quick, run, run. Get a grip. Full moon is more powerful than but because for me, Mercury retrograde has never, ever bothered me. I've just, way, it's in retrograde, good for you. And I just carried on with my life. But this time, in the 900th times I've known it to go into retrograde, it's actually kicking my ass. It's actually like, and even, on Serenity, I am seeing it. With other people, I'm actually seeing it. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. Maybe it's actually going into retrograde. Maybe this is actually Mercury retrograde because it's actually doing something, Not like all these times where, you need that placard, the end is nigh. No. So yeah, but I can announce that the amazing team at UK Serenity have sorted it. So tonight at 8 o'clock on UK Serenity, you will be able to listen to Kestrel. She's been hovering, bless her, for a week. but she's going to come into land. So tonight, yeah, I won't be doing anything live, because I don't know how the internet is, and I don't know how long the BT dude is going to be here sorting that out. So you're safe. Unfortunately, that does mean the children's workshop today is going to be cancelled. I'm totally gutted about that. We had a great team of children on there, but we will carry on next Wednesday with that. So yeah, the only thing that's happening for us today is at 8 o'clock UK Serenity. I'll be talking about Kestrel, be talking about the nature side of Kestrel, the spiritual side of Kestrel. The crystal I feel links in with Kestrel, which is the gorgeous rhodonite. And then at the final section, we will be going into a meditation to connect to the essence, the spirit of your Kestrel, and what message does this amazing bird have for us. So yeah, that's at 8 till 9 tonight. I'm so looking forward to that. And if you can't make it tonight, it is repeated at 12 o'clock on Sunday. Also, Hilary Stanley, she is on today. She's got the Spiritual Compass going out at 10:30. Sadly, that's the only two people I know who's got shows today. But I will share the What's On page for those who are interested in UK Serenity, so you can have a scroll and see what is going on. There's some amazing shows, there's some amazing presenters on there, and it's all voluntary. We are all volunteering, even the co-founders. None of us make a penny. We are all doing this because there is nothing like it out there. There is not a radio station that just promotes well-being, spiritual shows 24/7, 365 days a year. And I'm proud to be a Serenity presenter. It is an amazing place, and it's just full of positive. It's an amazing place. So do join us on UK Serenity for shows. We have been doing some specials. So with Imolk the other day, we did a special with Penny King, Hilary Stanley, myself, and Shanamic Willow. I am pleased to say that that is now on demand. So if you go onto Serenity's website, you will be able to listen. And when you click the listen button, you'll see the on demand. Some of our shows go on there, and you'll see the PhD crew, episode 1. That is Imolk with Shanamic Willow. If you can't navigate around the website, then Spotify. If you've got Spotify, type in the PhD crew and you will be able to listen to the podcast of Imolk. If you've got Alexa, ours is switched off. It's been switched off for about a few days because she gets on my wick. If you've got Alexa, you just turn around and go, Alexa, play the podcast PhD crew, episode 1. And she will say, playing PhD crew, episode 1. And it'll be the Imolk one. So yeah, and then tomorrow I will be on Serenity Radio with the amazing Hilary Stanley with our joint show, When a Dragon Met a Boar. She was born in the year of the dragon. I was born in the year of the boar. It's the Chinese zodiac. So we are there tomorrow at 3:15, or we're repeated at 2 o'clock on Saturday for Dragon Met a Boar. And this week we are talking about the boar. It is my year. I was born in 1983. So if you're born in that year, you were born in the year of the boar. But it's every 12 years. But tune in, listen to that, because you might be living with a boar. Your children might be boars. Your best friend. Find out the compatibilities. So yeah, some great shows going on there. Apart from my morning card readings, which are at the moment are looking successful, the next time we will be doing anything is Friday night on Zoom We've got the amazing Melaine Stone back. She's going to be doing readings on Zoom. That's at 7 o'clock. The doors will open at 6:45, just to give people 15 minutes to settle in. There is an event page set up for it. You need to go onto Dan Rocks on our business page. You need to find the events tab. Click on the events tab. You will see that there is a event there for Melaine Stone. Click on that, and in the description, not the discussion, in the description where we tell you, you'll find the Zoom link there. Okay, you need to go on the event page to get the Zoom link. So do find that. Let's just have a look at your amazing comments. Good morning, Susan. Hope you're well, sweetheart. I hope you're looking forward to Oasis. Ange definitely needed it. Horse is power and can be stubborn. Yes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. Tara, I think that strength comes through a lot with horse too, but in a gentle. Yes, it is in a gentle way. Really telling us that horse, and when you are powerful, you don't have to be brutal. You don't have to be heavy-handed to be powerful. There is power in gentleness. Julie, I know of others who've had issues with their websites. Yep, I know. I can't believe it. We have had a portal day yesterday, and today is another one. It affects people massive. I recommend to stay away from coffee and black green tea and chocolate. Darling, if I stayed away from coffee and black green tea and chocolate, there'd be nothing going in my system. This galaxy, this solar system, this temple is fueled by coffee and chocolate. That's all I need. Morning, Lucy. Janet, my Alexa has now started playing. Did she actually pick up on what I said? Did she actually play the PhD Crew? Joanne Davis loved listening to Imok. Thank you. Thank you. There are messages like that literally mean the most to us. And especially on Serenity, because like I said, we're volunteers. So for us, we rely on messages like that. You loved listening to that show. That gives us the fuel. That literally is our paycheck. So, thank you. But please, do go over to UK Serenity on the Facebook page. Drop them a message. Let them know who you like listening to, what you love about the show. Go over to them. Let them know, because then it's more satisfying when you're sitting there and you got them telling you that people are messaging them to say how great that show was. So yeah, please do. I'm going to start doing some shout outs on my radio show on Crystal Cornucopia. I could promote my Facebook page, Crystal Cornucopia. So guys, if you've listened to any of my shows, if you've got anything to say about any of the animals that we have connected with through meditation, or any animals that you've seen in the wild, message me on Crystal Cornucopia. I will read that, and then when I sit down to record my next show, I will name drop you. I will give you guys a shout out. I do mine in blocks. So I've recorded Fox, which was week 1, Kestrel, which is this week, and then Hare, which is next week. But I'm just about to sit down to record Stag Beetle, Otter, and Hazel Dormouse. But any shout outs, anything that you want, drop it onto, drop me a message, and I will. I've got a list. I've got a couple of people that I'm going to shout out on the Stag Beetle. to say thank you for messaging UK Serenity or Crystal Cornucopia to say how you loved the show or how you connected well with Fox. So yeah, so tonight, listen in with Kestrel. What does that beautiful hovering bird bring to you? I love Kestrel. Kestrel is it's quite funny. Last series I touched on humpback whale. That was the last animal I covered in the first series of Crystal Cornucopia. And at the beginning of 2020, humpback came in to join my team. And then this series, episode 1, I did Fox. Fox has been with me. I can't remember a time Fox has not been with me. Fox has been with me from a very small age. And then Kestrel, which I'm talking about tonight. Kestrel came to me when I lost my mum. She's up there. She's joined the team, Kestrel. I say she. It's a male Kestrel in my team, and it's a female fox. So yeah, very powerful, very meaningful animals I have in my team, and I just love having the chance to talk about them. So yes. So please do carry on listening. The next special show we are doing, which we're recording tomorrow night, the PhD crew, is the Valentine's special. And we're coming together to talk about Valentine's, not, you know, oh, what you're getting for your husband, what you're getting for your wife, what, you know, we're coming together to discuss relationships. Penny, she is married to Ray, her husband. I'm married to my husband. And Hillary, she's been married, but at the moment, I think she's married to the Ascended Masters and the Archangels. So we're going to be coming and discussing to the cauldron of relationships and things like that. I mean, obviously, I've had female relationships as well. I've got a 11-year-old son. So we're just talking about relationships in general, and, you know, how sometimes it could be a ball ache and sometimes it could be an absolute joy. You know what I'm saying. I don't need to go into deep about it. So that's what we're going to do, and then that will be aired on the 14th, on the Sunday, on Valentine's Day. The next one we'll be doing with Shanamic Willow will be the spring equinox. So around 21st of March is the equinox. So we will get together beforehand to record that, and then it'll be the Sunday around the equinox that will be played as well. So some amazing shows, amazing one-offs, some amazing things happening over there. Do check out UK Serenity on website or on Facebook to find out so much more information. So yes, Alexa was playing it. That's brilliant. She doesn't always like my voice, but she likes yours. It's because I'm from the Midlands, love. And that's quite fun.